Right, okay, Max is here. We are talking about the wealth creation plan, and today is day 13. Okay, so now we are on step 3 in the phase 1, which is talking about increasing income. Now, this is probably the most interesting probably step because it's the easiest but also trickiest one because people are able to create more income or increase the income, but they fall into the trap of spending the extra income. And that's a big problem because, the aim of increasing income is so you could actually put that excess away, because I know when someone gets a promotion or a salary increase, what happens? Their lifestyle goes up. I'm guilty of that. I did that my entire life. You know, I still sometimes get tempted to do it even, now because things are starting to look a little better. But yeah, man, you need to maintain the same lifestyle. So let's go into the importance of why it's important to actually increase your income. Well, number one is we live in a day and age where costs are always rising and inflation, cost of food is so expensive. You look at a typical period of before coronavirus, which was a year and 6 months ago. Yeah, like February 2020. Like with 100 rand you could get probably 5 items. Now you'll probably be able to get 2.5 items with the same 100 rand. That's the best example of what inflation is. It's the rising cost of things. Petrol was what at 14 rand. Now it's sitting at $20 a liter. You know, it's just insane. It's crazy. But this is one of the reasons why you need to constantly be looking at how to increase your income because the expenses will never stay the same. Like it's a proven fact of life. Just in general, things are always going to go up and they will never come down. So when you look at salaries, people's salaries have stayed relatively the same, or when they rise. I know that with government workers they always get like 5%. you know the increase is always lower than the cost of living, cost inflation, basically the cost of things rising. So in a sense you are getting better, but it's not good enough. All right, so that's why it's important for you to really focus on how to increase your income, because you need to keep up with this life. This life is moving at a pace that is just insane, and you need to constantly be upgrading yourself, and investing in yourself helps you to start increasing your income. All right, so that's the number one importance. And the second reason is, who doesn't want more money? I want more money. Don't you want more money? So sometimes it's the responsibilities on us to really look at ways as how to increase income, because all businesses, like if you're an employee and you're working for a business's main concern is to drive up their profits because their costs are always rising, and sometimes what they have to cut is employee cost. you know so they might retrench you, or they might do something or cut you, but they know you need your job, so you are always vulnerable to them. You will always be a victim, which isn't pleasant. So that's why I say the responsibility is on you to always look at how to really increase income, and look at. So in this step here, we'll be probably spending the next 5 days talking about it. We'll go deep into increments, how to look at flows, different flows of income, how to look at what you've got right now, how to start expanding it, and what not to do as well, because many people are going into things which they think pay, but there's also a time money balance that you need to have. You can't kill yourself because you need to work it back down. So yeah, that's really important. So I've spoken about the importance. I've spoken that the biggest downfall is that when your income goes up, you tend to increase your lifestyle. The aim is for you to really really keep your lifestyle the same until you probably have got storage, which we're going to talk about in the next step. probably next week, about why you need what you need to do with the extra money. And the main focus of this step here is incremental income. Incremental. You need to grow your income in increments, not in big surges. Well, surges are good, but the idea is to get that extra 10% every month, you know. So if you are making, let's say, 5,000 rand, your goal shouldn't be 7,000 rand or 10,000 rand. Your goal should be, okay, I've got 5,000 rand, how can I make my 5,000 rand next month to be 5.1? Then the following month, how do I get it to 5.2, 5.3? And you start growing it incrementally. And then once you are in momentum, you will find an opportunity that's going to surge you, give you a big surge. It will give you a big jump in your income. But that's usually temporarily, like probably once, which gives you a big jump. And that's the aim of why you want to do the small increments, because it gives you momentum to take advantage of the big surges, big opportunities that present themselves. So one of the biggest things I changed is that I use a formula now. Whenever there is no money coming in, there is steps that I need to follow. I need to go into promotion and production. And whenever there's money coming in, there's another formula which I need to follow, which is basically, it starts off by, you need to sort of look at where you're wasting money and you economize. And then you start to look at what made you get the money, all right? And you also look at what makes you lose money, and you start to play on both. It's almost like you're jockeying. You're playing on both sides. You're limiting what is wasting your money, but also you are maximizing on what increases your money. And those are small differences, but over time, once it becomes a habit, it's really, really incredible. So yeah, that's the introduction of the step. Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna go deep on it. We're gonna be talking about different things, but going deep on this one here so that you have better clarity of everything. Otherwise, thank you so much. NK24 here out. It's a wealth creation challenge, and I hope that you join me, because it's never fun doing things alone, and it's always only meaningful to do it together, where we fall together, we dust ourselves together, but we succeed together. All right, thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Bye.